going on, everyone? Chase here. And today, I want to talk about the infinite lead glitch that we've been using in our company to land thousands and thousands of leads every single day. I'm going to show you how to get set up with this. Even if you're a complete beginner and you've never got a single lead or sale yet online, I want to show you how you can do this starting today. So check it out. This is an inbox full of, close to 1,000 leads. We made this Gmail or this G Suite account yesterday, so about 12 hours ago, and we already have close to 1,000 leads. These leads are asking us to help them with a service that we're offering, a lead generation service. The way we're doing that is by using contact forms like these to send out messages to website owners, and we're pitching a service. The cool thing about this is you can use this in any niche. You can use it to sell pretty much anything you want. If you want to sell products, services, or anything, you can use this system for that. I want to show you how to get started with this, and I'm going to show you the tools we're going to need. Everything I'm going to talk about is going to be in links in the description of this video. If you're confused, you can always reference the links in the description of this video. Also, I want to mention that we have a setup service for this. If you'd like to check it out, you can check it out at thebestemailtool.com and you can go grab the full system. I'll basically go and set this up for you, and you can have your own servers running just like this. So go check it out if you want, no pressure. We don't have a lot of spots anyways, so if you can't jump in, not a big deal. Let's talk about what we have to do to get set up. First thing we're going to do is we need to set up some of these robots. Now, what are these robots? These robots run on a tool called GSA. GSA is a tool that allows us to send contact forms. You can use GSA on your own computer, but I wouldn't recommend it because it will bog your computer down. Instead, I would run this on a private server. We're using a remote desktop connection, and we can actually remote desktop into computers in other areas. That way, we're not running this on our actual computer and taking up all the resources. The way the tool runs is actually pretty straightforward. Once you have it on either your computer or a private server, all you have to do is scrape for your own contact forms, or you can buy pre-made lists. If you want to scrape your own contact forms, just know that to get about 1 million contact forms, it'll probably take you a couple of weeks. If you buy pre-made lists, there are people that make these lists as a service, which I will link to again in the description of this video. You can buy pre-made lists anywhere from 2 million to 14 million contact forms, usually spending around $100 to $200 per 1 to 2 million contact forms. The cool thing about these contact forms is that they take like 3 months to get. The guy that actually does this runs servers that are constantly checking for contact forms, and it takes him about 3 months to get around 14 million contacts. I'll show you. I have this big list here. It's about 13 or 14 million contact forms, and I paid about $1,000 to get this. You don't have to have that many contact forms starting out. If you just wanted to send 1 million messages a day, you could start with like $100. But again, it's completely up to you. If you don't want to do that, you could go and scrape your own keywords. Here's the way that you start sending messages. Once you get into the tool, and you either load up some forms or you start scraping for your own forms, what you're going to do is put in your message whatever you're offering. Before you do this though, I recommend that you get some sort of burner Gmail or G Suite account, especially if you want to automate the backend follow-up, which is what we'll talk about in a second. All these leads that are going to be coming in, let me show you here. If I double-click on this, go to Submit Content and go to Email or Subject or Message. If I go to Message here, you could see it says, "Hi, I'm doing a free lead generation service. I'd like to send you some leads. Would you be interested?" Then I'm going to put whatever my email is. When I click Send, all of these contact forms are going to reference that email because we're sending all these messages through websites' contact pages. You could see here. Look how fast I'm sending these. These are all messages that are being sent now. You can do the same thing, but before you do that, you want to have an alternate Gmail, because when you get set up with your Gmail, or with whatever your regular email is, when you start sending to that, it's going to fill up like crazy with auto responses. This is what it's going to look like. You can see basically 13,000 auto responses here. One of the cool things about Gmail is that if you go to Settings, see All Settings and then Labels or Inbox, you can click on Show Markers, and then you can see here it says Gmail analyzes your new incoming messages to predict what's important. Gmail basically auto-sorts your leads. Now, if I go into the search inbox and I do it, it's important I get all of the actual leads here. Now, here's what's even cooler than this. If you get set up with G Suite, you can actually API into Gmail. This means I can use a tool like Make, which will automatically take these leads and shove them into a CRM. We don't want to respond to all these leads inside of Gmail itself, because Gmail will basically get mad at us for trying to send out a bunch of messages. We would use a tool like Make here. And again, I'll leave links to everything I talk about. Inside Make, what I can do is go to Scenarios, go to this scenario here, and then inside this scenario, basically, what we're doing is creating a filter inside Gmail. We're adding our Gmail, and again, this only works if you have a G Suite account, so it is important that you get a G Suite account. You can see here the query says, is important, is unread, has no attachment because we have a minus, and doesn't have the word thanks because that's usually just the auto responses. We can do up to 50 of these per result. When I connect this to high level, I can assign a contact inside of high level. So watch this. If I run this here, what's going to happen is it's going to take 50 leads out of my Gmail inbox, like I just showed you here. Right now, we can see we have 743. It's going to take 50 of those, mark them all as read, and pass those 50 leads into high level as new leads. If I go into Go High Level and log in, sorry, I'm a little sick, what we're seeing inside high level here is all these contacts being imported. Here's all the contacts coming in. Now, if I go on high level, I can set up an automation workflow where I set up a condition. If any of the emails contain yes, okay, sure, interested, it will send them an email. The email can be a video demoing whatever I'm pitching. The whole idea with this flow is that we're trying to take a contact form, generate some interest from that contact form, get a yes or an interested, and then sort those into new contacts and leads in high level. Then, we're using an autoresponder to send them more information on getting started, and we can pitch them on our services. Now, the cool thing about this is we can go deeper down the rabbit hole and use ChatGPT to actually respond and close these people or book a call as well. But for the moment, if you just do something simple like this, you will get a lot of people who want to work with you. Just with this simple system. By simple, I mean it's a little complex, but once you have it set up, you'd be surprised how easy it is to maintain. It's just the initial setup that's difficult. Here are some of the leads coming in. Is it free? I am interested. Thank you. I'll take a look. Can you explain your requirements? Then I just go in here, get on the phone with them, and basically walk them through it. Or I send them to someone who wants to get on the phone with them if I don't feel like getting on the phone. Let me run this scenario with a little less data, because sometimes this does hang every now and then. But that's the basics of the system. If you want a way to basically auto-generate leads that you can import into something like High Level or a CRM, you can see these all just got imported. What's going to happen is if I go into High Level, we'll see the emails. I can go to Statistics, View All Stats, and check this out. 382 messages delivered, 42% opened, 12% clicked, 5% replied. These are really good metrics for email, and it's because we're dealing with people who have already said yes and are already interested in our service. Again, let me just walk you through quickly how you would set this up yourself if you wanted to do it yourself. Ideally, you would go to my YouTube channel and start watching my previous videos because I show you this setup. It will take a little time to learn. I spent about 10 grand in about 2 months learning this, and I'm still learning it every day. If you want to learn it yourself, you totally can. However, if you want to spend $500 and have me set you up with your own private server so you can start sending messages like this, I would recommend going to thebestemailtool.com. Go grab the $500 setup. It's going to ask you for a few details on the thank you page. You just have to fill out a form. From there, I will set up the server for you, send you a video walking you through it, and get on a call to make sure you're ready to go so you can start sending messages and getting your first leads. If you want the high-level setup as well, that's a separate setup. I haven't created a pricing structure for it yet, but if you're interested in the high-level setup and the Make integration, let me know, and I can create a separate service for that. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If it made sense, let me know. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, respond with the word yes, and I'll know to make more videos like this. That's it. I'll see you very soon. Until then, happy money making. Bye.